Hello guys, so we are looking at VIX 75, and on the daily time frame you can obviously see that the market is pushing down. You have your low, you have your lower high, lower low, lower high, which means that is your break of structure within this point here. So after having a break of structure, obviously we already know that we have to tap into an area of interest. So I use the Fibonacci tool from the high to the low. You can obviously see that we tapped into that 0.5 mark right there. We had an area of supply within this point here on this buy to sell candle within here. Buy to sell candle, just like that, we had a supply area, or we can just say this is an OB just to keep it simple. Then after having that OB, you can obviously see that this was your lower high, and this was your lower low, then this is your lower high, then you have your new lower low, which leads us to having a new break of structure, guys. So around this point we have a new break of structure. This is our low, this is our lower high, this is our lower low, guys. So we can take a Fibonacci tool from the high to the low, just like that. You can obviously see that we tapped into an area of interest within this point here, but like we can just reanalyze everything on the lower time frame. But like within here, that was an area of order block, of which you can just refine it on the lower time frame. So which means that this is your new lower high, then this was a lower low, lower high, then you have your lower low around that point. So it means that this is a new break of structure, just like that. So after having a break of structure, normally we just have to wait for the pullback. Then as you can see here, we had a sweep of liquidity within this point. Then the market pulled up. As you can see, this was your 3 candle pullback, obviously. Then the market gave us a new low. So around here, then you had a new low, which means that this was a valid break of structure within this point. So we can just pull this back and have this as our valid break. So this was your new order block within this point here, just like that. Then after having the OB, obviously you know that this low here has to be taken out. So this was the POS, then we took out this low. Then after taking out this low, this is the current market structure, as you can obviously see right there, guys. So the BOS, just like that. And before the end of the video, I'm gonna show you like the thought process behind everything. So this is your new lower high, this is your new lower low, which means that this is your trading range. So from this low to this high, you have your trading range, and whatever is within this block here, this is everything is internal within this area here. So we're just waiting for the market to break up, just like that. Let me just do this. So we are just waiting for the market to pull up and then give us a change of character, then we can buy or tap into an area of interest, for example. Then that is when we can start looking for selling opportunities. But like so far, the trend is to the downside, so we're obviously looking for sales up until the market tells us otherwise. So as you can see here, we had a buy to sell candle, which means that this is your order block on the daily time frame. And then looking at the 4-hour, we can get to refine everything on the 4-hour time frame. So let's see what's happening on the 4-hour, guys. Now, so we can just remove this, and as you can see right there, and then I took some buys on this trade idea here just to get into this area of interest, but like I closed very early. Then as you can see here, we have equal highs, of which this is obviously liquidity, guys. Now, for those who don't know, this is liquidity, so we're just gonna throw it out like that, show that this is liquidity. And then we can try and refine these zones here. Let's see if we can refine to an area of interest. So around here, it seems like we have an order block at the top of this liquidity here. So we're just gonna wait for the market to pull into this area here, tap into it, then maybe get a change of character, then pull back up into an area of interest. Then that is when we get to sell. But like if that does not happen, then it means that the market will be trying to tap into the extreme zone. As you can see here, we can just rain out the trend line. You can obviously see that there is an area of interest there. You can obviously see that the market pushed to the downside a bit, but like all these areas have been retested. That's what's boring about like these areas here. They have been retested multiple times. So let's switch to the 1-hour and see what's happening on the hour. So guys, we are on the 1-hour. I got disturbed right there, but like it's okay, we can just continue. So we can just try and zoom out and see if like there's an area that we can use of interest. So zooming out around here, let's just check just to make sure that everything is intact, guys. So as you can see here, this is an order block within this point here, of which it was not tapped. As you can see, it's refined and it was tapped like one time, of which it's okay. So we're just gonna wait for the market to tap into it, then that is when we can get to sell, guys, knowing that the high is around this point here. So if you take out the high, then that is means we are going to look for buying opportunities. So far I'll be waiting for this to happen, and this buy was taken, obviously showed you on the free telegram, of which the link is in the description below. We had a break here, we also had a break here, and we had liquidity within this point. And then I'm gonna show you a screenshot. I flipped like $30 to almost $200 on this trade idea here. As you can see, the liquidity was swapped, the market tapped, then we bought, and I closed around this point here. If I didn't close, I would have taken out like the take profit around here, which it's still okay, just because I got to take like something from $30 to $200. It's a lot of money, guys. So yeah, I'll see you on another video. Peace and love. So let's just wait and see what happens within this point. If we tap into it and get to sell, or we can continue pushing up, just because I'm seeing like some liquidity within this point. Also, maybe we can just go back to the upside, maybe reach this point here. So I'll be waiting to see what's happening. So around here also should be an area of interest, of which this should be the extreme zone, if I'm not mistaken. So around here, this is the liquidity, and we can pull back into this area, maybe take risk entries at the top of the structure, just like this, sell into this area. Stop loss can be just above this high here, just because, like I told you, if we take out this high, then it means that we are changing our bias. So this should be a nice entry criteria for us, guys. So I think that is it for today's video, and I'll see you on another one. Peace and love.